And welcome back to Fresh Outlook. I'm TWB. As we look back at the top stories of 2012, the massacre in Newtown, Connecticut is still fresh in everyone's minds. Take a look.
People make their way to a snow-covered memorial in Newtown, Connecticut. It's a town still blanketed in grief. On December 14th, 26 people, including 20 children, were gunned down at an elementary school. Some offer presents to children who will never know another Christmas.
Who wanted to contribute and bring some teddy bears for the families, you know, all these kids and the teachers who were not here today because of some tragic moment. And so we just wanted to come down and show support for the families, obviously, that will never be the same again, whose holidays will never be.
The massacre shook the nation, with shows of support coming in from all over the country, a somber display during the holiday season.
Yeah, I don't really, will we really ever get over this? I mean, it's just chilling. I mean,
I hope we never get over it. I hope that people can keep this community in their hearts and minds for a very, very long time.
We can't forget.
We can't forget. I'm saddened by the kinds of discussions that are going on in the aftermath of this. We were just talking off camera here about how, why are we talking about arming teachers and principals?
Yeah, arming teachers and principals. That's the way to solve this.
Newtown.
Yeah.
It's just absurd and offensive.
Well, let's take a look. We did have an interesting graphic I wanted to pull up in terms of gun ownership, gun murders. Just take a look at that. How striking in the USA. Number one.
Homicides
by firearms.
And we're number one by far. By far.
Well, even in New York City, they just had, 412 murders in 2012, which is down.
It is down.
And in Chicago, there were 512, which is astronomical and is up. There's still so much work to be done. I feel so strongly for the families in Connecticut right now. And I will also say that if this pushes the debate into a plan of action where there is greater gun control and more intelligence about the Second Amendment in the way that that's enacted, and our leaders actually take what people want here, which isn't guns in school, which isn't guns and armed teachers, that their deaths will not be in vain.
Right. Again, when the Founding Fathers wrote up the Second Amendment, we lived in a very different country than we do now.
They weren't thinking about Bushmasters.
No.
I'm sorry, they just weren't.
No.
I tend to see it as a societal problem. I'm not going to blame the guns or the NRA or psychologically. We have major problems as a society. It's taking its form by people coming to school with guns, but I think to think that it's one issue or another, I think is missing the point.
Do you think we'll see any real change in gun control over the next year, 2013? Do you think we'll make any
strides? I hope
strides?
so.
I think they're going to cut back on the assault weapons again. I think it's going to happen.
An assault weapons ban would be great. Some kind of ammunition control would be great. We need universal background checks. We got to close
mental health needs to be addressed.
And yes,
but a nut can do more damage with a gallon of gasoline in a match than he can even with a firearm.
And we've had shootings since. There was that fire in upstate New York.
We got troubles, my friend. It's a line from the music.
Couple firefighters
we do need to address all these other problems. You're right, WJ, about that. But it's the proliferation of guns that gives people the means to act the way that they're acting.
Guys, on that note, I hate to end the show and the year on that note, but obviously it is a topic on everyone's minds. I want to thank you. We're out of time.
And I want to thank you all. You guys are wonderful. I'm humbled to be in your company.
Same here. And Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Happy, healthy New Year.
Good things to come.
It's been a great season of Fresh Outlook. It continues in the new year. But once again, we are out of time. I want to thank our all-star panel, as always, every week for their fresh outlooks. They just get fresher and fresher. James, WJ, and Francesca. And remember, if you have a fresh outlook, we want to hear about it. Let us know on our Facebook page. You can join the conversation on Twitter, @AbreWTV, or #FreshOutlook. I'm TWB @TWBrill. Thanks for joining us. Hope you had a great 2012. Here's to an even better 2013. We'll see you next time. Happy and healthy New Year, everybody.